Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And for the Minnesota Timberwolves, they want to turn the season series around as they lost their last matchup against the Thunder.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, and the bottom line is they just had too many unfavorable matchups. They could never find a lineup that worked.
Pocket 4. SGA with the steal. Over in the corner, Williams. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Porzingis, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty, so we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
Yeah, great drive by SGA, and he slams it to finish it. Well, it's early on in this one. Only one basket to speak of. There is time to start working together.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No one near Edwards as he lets it walk. No good with the triple. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor, as complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Outside Williams. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. SGA with the ball. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. SGA's got 8.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Edwards with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. A minute 50 left in the first. Wiggins with the rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a three-point game.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Here's SGA. And he banks in the layup. He's got 13.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Williams with the block.
Well, Williams is one of those guys that nobody wants to see in their face. He is a determined defender.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Their defense. What a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. The Thunder leading by 8. Stolen by McDaniel. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple. The kick out to Williams. Sinks the triple. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, guys. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys, back to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Back to Ingram. Lets it go from deep. Timberwolves trailed by 14. And Jim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish. They trust one another. And when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Ingram. Rebound, Minnesota. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Outside for Randall. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's good from long range. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Timberwolves trailed by 14. Right side, Edwards. There's the triple. And he jams it with authority.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spot.
Look at those long strides. Ingram eating up ground in a hurry.
Pass to McCollum. And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That's his first foul. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of a screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson. Well, that's not an easy guy to deal with inside. Ingram is going to make the defense work for it.
Edwards with it. Jones covering. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. And he can't get the first one.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Young looking around. What a terrific move that was. Young's got 8 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Here's Young. Again, Oklahoma City.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Tim, it feels like the bigger the stakes, the better we're going to see Trae Young playing.
Well, Kevin, he's had his moments in the playoffs, and he embraces the spotlight, home or away. He won't shy from being the villain. That's the kind of chip he plays with.
Both free throws good from Randall.
Now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
And it's Ingram missing. Timberwolves trail by 17. Randall with the bucket.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Jaquez with the wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jaquez has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Knox. And he dunks it down.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Outside Williams. Pass to Wallace. Oklahoma City moving it around. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Wallace. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And it's Sexton penetrating.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Wallace. Now SGA. Defended by Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's SGA.
But I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Here's Knox. Another miss by Minnesota. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Anderson. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Thunder opening up a huge gap. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And here are the Thunder now. After this game, they can look forward to L.A. where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Yeah, SGA has mastered the pull-up jump shot, and that's due to all the work he's put in during the offseason.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Randall no good. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Guys?
He is a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lots of room. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And again, it's Oklahoma City.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the game.
And the Timberwolves call timing. Timberwolves on offense. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 29.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Randall outside. They need this. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
And with that height and incredible leaping ability, Wiggins can throw it down as easy as anyone.
And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Yeah, he thought he had an angle to sneak in there, but the official was right on top of him.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage, and in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot-2s, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And there it is for him.
Young sneaking into the lane right there, showing you he's a legitimate three-level scorer.
And Reed has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Gobert with the block.
Oh, what a block by Gobert. This is why he's considered the defensive anchor of this team.
Here's Ingram. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
A 3 from McCollum. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nice read by McCollum. Such a smart player. He knows when to find others.
Young with no one around. Again, Young missing.
No, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
McCollum outside. Back to Gobert. Porzingis with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. A nice shot by Young.
A long defender with great timing. Porzingis knows how to disrupt an offense's flow.
That misses off the backboard.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Ingram. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, it's simple math. You've got to limit teams to one shot on your defensive end and then give yourself extra possessions when you have the ball.
Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already.
Got me a check, I got a check. Yeah, I got me a check, I got a check. Yeah. Money, money, I got money, I need